Hey everybody. Apparently the stream was unlisted until now. I don't know why that happened, but it might have been because I copied the old stream which I unlisted because MediaCom ruined it. But anyway, hopefully people were aware that I was planning to stream this, but I don't honestly know. Anyway, hey everybody. Oops, hold on. Let me get chat up. Here we go. MediaCom seems to be semi-cooperating. I'm getting a full third of the bitrate that I pay for, which is drastically more than average. Because it's terrible. What the hell? What? I did this before. What are you talking about? This is how you start a real video game. You gotta have terms and conditions. You can't do this bullshit where you just start a video game and you enjoy it. That's old hat. That's garbage. You gotta start. I know I confirmed that before. Hey Hazy and Andrew. So hopefully MediaCom doesn't ruin this. The adventure continues. They even got the loading screens are in. So I progressed a little bit through the game. This is like third to last world, I think. But I figured I would just keep playing. This is Beast Keepers, I think. I forget what exact level this is. But I've really been enjoying it. The only complaint I have is it feels slightly harder to get a perfect glide. There's certain jumps that just feel a little harder than they should be. Maybe I'm just thinking of Spyro 2 and the little flutter hop you can do at the end of your jump. But for whatever reason, there's some jumps I do not recall having particularly much trouble with in the original PS1 game, and I've had problems with it thus far. They did release an update. I don't know if that changed anything. It's like version 1.02 now, but it didn't have patch notes, which is kind of a rarity for usually PS4 games actually do have patch notes, which is one thing where I think PS4 even beats Steam, because like when a game updates I want to know what the heck changed, right? And Steam games usually don't do that.
Metalhead is all charged up to meet you. Attacking the power pole should disrupt his power supply.
Did it turn off subtitles? Music reignited. Oh hey! I don't know if this was originally in there. I guess you can switch back to the classic music. That's cool. Also the camera, it feels a little bit close up. Does this not have options for subtitles? I could have swore it did. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Let's do the boss in a bit. Did you play the original on PS1 though, Andrew? I beat all the original three. I think they're not the very first games that I 100%ed, but they're I did not usually. I mean, heck, I probably completed at most half of my childhood games. So to 100% Spyro was pretty exciting for me. It took me forever. I had to have a friend over to beat one of the wall kick stars in Super Mario 64. I just could not do it. I think we get up there after we fight the boss or something. Yeah, I just couldn't. They're super easy now, but I just could not do it. Oh, you just got it. All right. I mean, it's still awesome to play. Just it's kind of extra cool to see, you know, the all the changes. It's really neat that you get the original music. Something that I really loved in the Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap remake is that they had a switch. We could switch between audio and you could switch between the original and remastered graphics at any point, like at any second. Like just immediately peel over between the super high-res 2D art and the original pixel art. They just did a fantastic job with that. Obviously in a 3D game that would be much harder, but the music switch at least is very appreciated. Honestly, the music sounds pretty close to what it originally was. I'm a little bit curious to see how different it is. Because it feels like they have a lot of the same they're probably like re-recorded because like the original was on, you know, a crappy CD in the 90s. But a lot of the sound effects just sound exactly like I recall them. The bosses are easier than I remember. I think it was only ever really the final boss of any of these that was really particularly difficult. I was wondering what that blue thing was. That's Sparks. Sparks is very different. I still don't like his weird legs. I don't approve of those. Oh, see that doesn't. I don't feel like that jump should have been difficult. It just. It just feels like I have just barely less distance on my jumps, and it's just enough to make it matter. I should be able to make that, right? How do... There we go. Got it. It could just be me misestimating where I'm supposed to be able to jump. Hi, Parker. Yes. Yes, hi. Hey, James. Hi. Yes. Hi. Excuse. Hi. I need to be able to see, honey. Alright, where is the jump? Alright. Where is the... No. No. Oh, there, I see something. Parker. Would you... It makes Spyro black by cheat codes in menu. Really? I think I remember something like that. What's the code for that? Remember when games had cheat codes? Meh. Apparently in the Japanese version of the first Spyro game, you could change the dragonfly you had. Really? Huh. Does anybody remember GameWinners.com? I think it's still around. That before GameFAQs, that's how I found cheat codes. And a lot of times they had like the cheat code was like use the shotgun on this boss, it's good. Like they sometimes it was really bad, like really questionable quote unquote cheat. Yes, you have a clump. I'm removing. I'm sorry. When he's on my desk, it's the easiest to remove the clumps. So there we go. That's why we have clump removal stream interruptions. So, sorry about that. What's the code? No, you can't play on my phone. He's learned which devices are touchscreens. Do not bite my phone. That is not how you use a touchscreen. He's learned which devices react to his paws, so he tries to play on them. Wait, it had Pocket Station compatibility? Really? I actually had a Pocket Station. I was one of like very few kids that that had one in the US anyway. I really wanted it for, I think Final Fantasy VIII was like the only English game that even had it, and it was just kind of like basically a leftover feature because it was already in the Japanese version. But I thought it was really fun. I really liked the Chocobo minigame. I do not actually remember how to get there. No, calm. Does anybody remember how to get there? No, do not move the mic, please. Sit down. Come on, have a sit. It's got to be some way, right? I do not. Oh, duh. Some of these things are a little bit more subtle than they used to be, because this ledge used to be like 2 polygons, and it was just like here, and it was just really blatant. A lot of stuff, some stuff just looks like decoration now, that did not originally look like so. See, there's, what are you doing? There is one more thing back here. I thought I had to go, oh, here we go. See, sometimes you gotta go back in a level to find stuff. Oh, that's it, huh? I don't remember 100% of the secrets. It's been... I did replay Spyro when it came out on PSP, the PlayStation. Which they need to freaking bring that back, by the way. The way you could play PS1 games on PSP and Vita and PS3. Like, at least put it on PS4. So how do I get up there? It feels weird to be stuck, even for a moment, in a game that you've beaten like 3 times. How do I get up there? Missing something. It's not really a huge deal. You can get through this game a lot easier than I thought you could. Like I ignored like half of Peacekeepers just because I wanted to keep going, and I was perfectly fine. Like, you only need X number of gems, and I like already had it because I completely completed the first world. Does anybody remember how the hell I get over there? Oh well, I'll do it later. I just don't remember what the heck. Wait, no. Thought I saw something. Oh well. I'll find it in a replay. This is definitely a game that you're kind of meant to, like, you know, partially clear a level and come back and figure it all out later. Surprised we don't have more Spyro experts in the chat though. Hi Parker. I guess it is a fairly old game, but super popular one. I think that was originally a cheat code in the PS1 game, wasn't it? I'll do that as soon as... Also, could you control Spyro in the loading screen before? I honestly forget. Let's do this. Up, left, down, right, up, square, R1, up, right, down, left, up, down. There we go! I miss when games just had dumb little cheat codes like that and you could just have fun with things. So yeah, unfortunately I do need to get a lot more guidebook. Can you just straight to... Yeah, you can fast travel to a world. Magic crafters. So I may as well go to Peacekeepers because I ignored a lot of Peacekeepers, so I need a bunch of dragons to rescue. Mediacom guy is hopefully coming tomorrow, and probably won't because they keep... I don't know what's going on with my phone, but they'll call and like an hour later I'll get a missed call notification, and my phone does not ring, so I turned the volume way up. But they didn't call yesterday. They usually call like every day, like seriously every day, until the thing, just in case, on the slim chance you might no longer need it. And they didn't call yesterday, and they have not called today. No, do not. They haven't called today yet either, but it's pretty early. But I'm just worried that they like, oh, he didn't answer his phone one time in the last week, so we're just gonna not... Did I do this level? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah, we're just gonna not help him out because, you know, who doesn't check their phone a single time? That's crazy. Yeah, I remember the big head. Yeah, those were PS1 cheats, weren't they? Yeah, I'm kind of fully expecting them to miss their appointment. They do that very often. It really can't be understated or overstated how terrible Mediacom is at like everything. In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna message them on Twitter to make sure that the appointment is still on. It's so weird for there to be real textures on the things that are fireproof, like this dude here. They used to just be a shiny texture, and that was like, at the time, that was like the most amazing graphics ever. Like, wow, it's shiny. You can't have shiny things in 3D video games? Okay, where the hell is my... there they are. Oops, I have too much stuff open. Here we go. Okay. Blah. Also, fresh after I decided to not play any Gashapon games again, Azure Lane's doing a crossover with Neptunia, which they already did in the non-English releases, but I decided it was not worth playing a game in Chinese for. I decided to start it just to see if I can get the characters. I like Neptunia a lot, and it would be nice to, like, if I can get them, then maybe I'll play the game. If I can't get them, then I dump it. So easy enough situation there, I guess. I just hope it's not too much of a, like, shitty RNG, like, mess, because I do think the characters are Gashapon, which sucks, because, like, the normal characters you can get just from regular drops in that game, which is pretty cool, but if the events are like Gashapon Hellscape, and, like, you don't seem to get a crazy amount of currency for that either, but I'll see how it is, and if it's too BS, I'll just quit. Also, being able to, like, interact with the world, so to speak, and, like, burn stuff, that also felt really cool in this. Way back on PS1. It's kind of something you take for granted now, but, you know, just little things like things reacting to being set on fire was pretty dang cool. Oh, I mean, it's still pretty cool, but come on, buddy. So the real trick to getting those is usually you gotta ram and then do a quick burst of fire, which I feel also is harder. Maybe I just don't have the skills back yet, but it used to be a bit easier to kind of do a flame charge. It feels like it kind of just, maybe I'm just not waiting quite enough. Game seems a bit dark in the original release. I mean, there's, like, actual lighting, so that's probably part of why it is. Plus, I did put the make Spyro black code. Is there a way to toggle that off? I guess you probably just turn it, do the same thing. Well, I could leave it for now, but hey, Angel.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't work on metal, but charge.
Whoa, dude.
That should do the trick.
Tubular. I do like that they gave the dragons, like, jobs. The dragon unemployment rate is so low right now. The dragons didn't used to have, like, their, like, equipment and stuff, and they were just kind of like random dudes. But now, like, the peacekeepers are warrior, like the peacemakers dragons are warriors. The artisans ones are, you know, they're like chefs and artists and crap. And it just feels a little bit like a nice little extra, because, like, it was a little plain in the original. It's my favorite color. Either green or blue. Oh, come on. There we go. Perfect aim. I see that one up. A lot of these enemies look so different. Got some nice purple goo. I like that they switch up the watercolor, like, so Spyro's a dragon, regular water is already, like, poison to him, basically. But they still switch up with, like, you know, purple poison here, green goo. Just gives some really good variety of visuals and locations in this game. I always really appreciate a game that just has lots of location variety. It's one of my favorite things.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
Cool. It looks like there's a bunch of burbs. Let's go to Burb River, everyone. Oh my god. See, that's what I'm talking about. I swear the, I swear it's harder to get a glide for some of these. Destroy the Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, they actually came out with, like, a $60 pack where you get this game and the Crash Bandicoot set. And it was like, you know, it's 20 bucks cheaper than getting both separate. But I was too late to cancel my order. By the way, this game actually shows you its invisible walls, which is nice to know. Burb. I wanted to get that, but it was too late to cancel my pre-order, and I was never as big a fan of Crash. Crash was just way too hard, and like I just enjoyed the more relaxed, finding all the things kind of gameplay of Spyro. I'll get the Crash trilogy at some point, though. Did they ever update the jump physics? I know that the people said it was slightly weird in that. Give Sparks is lazy in this, by the way. He usually he does that and he picks up the gems. Sometimes I'll be right next to a gem and he doesn't do that. I think that time maybe it was because like it was on a different plane, but I could swear he would have gotten that in the original. Hello, friend.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind over there.
Hey, Titus. Thanks. Ha 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 ha! Sorry. Can I get there? There we go. Up, left, down, right, up, square. I remember inputting codes very much like this in a lot of games. There we go, green. He looks like a Chaos Emerald. Very often they would use all of the R buttons and the D-pad. I guess just because those don't like activate other features when you're in menus and stuff. I put in many a code like that in my day. Does Grand Theft Auto still have codes? I assume so, probably for like the single player features at least. A lot of games just made cheat codes into frickin' DLC. Which is lame. I was just talking to somebody at work about that actually. There. What are we missing? Oh, of course they didn't get stuff over there. There was a one-up over here. Crash Bandicoot jump. Yeah, I think the yeah, Crash Bandicoot 1, I think the jump physics were a little bit different. People said that it made the game a little bit harder. Which is unfortunate because Crash Bandicoot is already really hard. And it was kind of funny, and a lot of reviewers were like, wow, why did they make Crash so hard? It's like, you obviously never played the original. Crash was always extremely hard. Maybe not extremely, but I mean, it's definitely not an easy game. Oh, there we go. Also, Spyro had a pretty good draw distance for a game of its time. Because you could actually like survey and like look at things. Shut up, phone. I swear I used to have an option. Where did it go? The notification that I just got mad at just disappeared. It like ran from me. It ran from my fear or my terrible might. I used to be able to turn off vibration for specific types of notifications. Now I just have to turn them off completely, which is what I usually do anyway. But Parker, what are you doing? There we go. Hold on. Parker! Fuck, leave it alone! Don't do that! No, fucking leave it alone! No! Leave it! No! He attacks the humidifier when it's off. I don't know what his problem is. He gets mad at it and just tries to break it and drink from it. Which, there's really gross water in there. It's like... Ugh. He does look like kind of like one of the statues. Anyway, was that 100% or not? No, it was not. All right. What are we missing? Oh, there we go. I like the shine from the gem. Makes it very easy to like, if you're just sweeping the camera around. Pretty easy to find stuff. Yes, hello. Hi. Yes. Yes. I remember jumping into these pots just specifically to see what would happen. Oh, I don't... Wait, can you not jump into the... You can't jump into the pots anymore. Oh, you just got hurt. It didn't do that, though. It didn't make you defy physics for a brief moment. Merm! Hi, Parskins. Moo! Moo! What am I missing? Ah, here we go. I love that shine. That is super useful. But how did I miss something over here? Mar! Momo! Oh, here we go. Wait, what? There's 50 gems I'm missing somehow. How is that possible? Moo! Momo! I missed something fairly major then. Parker, I can't see. He loves just sitting directly in front of the TV, like, being like, hello, yes. It's time to look at me now. It is not time to look at silly dragons. It's time for Parker. That's right. Y'all seen any of them gems? I don't know where it could be at this point. Maybe it's like way back at the start. Maybe I missed something there. This is where I'm glad I have 3 monitors, so I can just look over at the stream preview. How's the stream looking, by the way? It's lower bitrate than I would like it, but, I think 3 megabits is, like, okay quality-ish. I'm sure there's some little niche with like a little... Wait, wasn't there a chest? Wait, no, I'm thinking of a different level, I think. Those levels feel small when you just look at them all at once. Did I go over here? Yeah, I did. But you can hide a lot of stuff in a level, even of this size. Alright, I give up. We'll be here forever. Can't wait for Parker Cam. Yeah, we're very close to Parker Cam. I'll toss that link. Parker, yes. Let's see exactly how far we are from Parker Cam. We are 34 bucks away from Parker Cam. Once my Patreon gets to 34 bucks, we will get, or once it gets to 200 bucks, which is 34 bucks away, we will, I'll get a webcam, and for the first time ever, and I'll like figure out how to frickin' use it and stuff. And you can see Parker as he interrupts my streams live. (2D Spyro). Left, right, L2, R2, L2, R2 square. None will be the wiser. Hello, Mr. That rabbit. Get it out of here. Who took off my glasses, guys? Where did my glasses go? There should be like a real mode where like they can't see if you're standing perfectly perpendicular to the enemy. Or perfectly parallel rather. They can't see you. You're just invisible. Where's the other thing? So Cliff Town. No, there's at least one level I didn't go to. Oh yeah, we haven't done Dr. Shemp. Never had a webcam. Nope. I mean, I got one in my... I mean, technically I have a camera in my... beautiful. And my my Surface Pro has, you know, it's got a cam thing. I never use it though, but I never plugged in a like a little USB thing and tried to manage it on stream. Whew, that is beautiful. Look at that. I don't remember if the original having like an eclipse, and obviously, if it did, let me see if I can turn this off. It looks a little silly. There we go. Oh, so you just input the same code again to undo it. I see. Let's bring it back to normal. But yeah, I don't. Left down, up, left down, right, up, square, up, right, down, left, up, triangle. Back to normal. That looks really cool. We got screwed out of the last eclipse. I'm just in an area where you can't really see like any of it. It was like a very partial eclipse. And it was like, I'll just watch the NASA stream of it, which they always any kind of like interesting astronomical event. NASA usually has a really good live stream up, so you can see it there, and they'll explain what's going on and all that stuff. So I recommend checking those out whenever an eclipse or whatever, especially when it's not observable in your area, which is very frequent for such events. Oh yes, we gotta put sunglasses on Spyro. Isn't that an oh no, I'm thinking of the end. I think it's in the ending code where he gets sunglasses. That should be a cheat code though. Is that a cheat code where you get? Because I know there's a model of Spyro with sunglasses on that they play in the ending. That would be perfect for the eclipse. There isn't. Oh. We used to have webcam parties at university. Really? Huh. And I never used webcam for. I just used, you know, text chat for stuff. Does anyone else feel like the camera's a little bit more zoomed in than it would normally be? I think you get her from like later on. I do remember using Yahoo and AOL because there'd always be somebody who didn't use whichever thing. I never really had anybody use MSN though. I never used MSN Messenger. I installed it like once.
Listening to him over and over. But I tell you one thing, he should watch his back.
I wonder if that could be a hint to the boss battle.
Hello, friend. That's really like a oh, I didn't even notice that. This game does a good job of visually communicating what you're supposed to do to an enemy. Anything with kind of like reflectiveness on it, the shiny metal stuff is immune to fire. Anything particularly fat protects you from dragon horns, obviously. So anything extra thick is immune to your charge usually. Yeah, I don't remember the difference. I remember we used to get it like, oh, that's Dr. Shemp. Let's go do the other thing first. I was trying to get the purple one out. Oh, I gotta get out. Okay. Also, I really like that Spyro saves the collectibles you've got, even if you don't like get a save. Oh, no. Some games could be really picky about that. I think AOL, I think AIM is dead now. If you want to hear me wax nostalgic about AIM, though, check out my Emily is Away videos. Some different memories awakened by that game. I have Emily is Away too, and I haven't played it yet. Butt graphics. Extreme quality butt graphics. The amount of polygons we can put into a butt now are just tenfold more than previous. The biggest, most bootylicious booties can now be created in full real-time 3D. Look at that. This is apparently some kind of inside joke. Dr. Shemp is like a nickname for like one of the developers or something. I forget exactly the detail. There we go. Yeah, I never knew what that name exactly was supposed to be. Oh no, you can't. You just need to end game with 120%. Oh, okay, so you can get the Spyro with sunglasses. I figured it might be like an ending reward if it was anything. I love his little taunts. I forget if he did that. He probably did. That's another thing about Spyro. The enemies were very expressive. I mean, obviously I liked Mario 64 and everything, but things were really stiff. And I mean, it was an early N64 game. Maybe not the most fair comparison in the world, but everything in Spyro just felt like it was kind of like playing like a cartoon with like really exaggerated and wacky characters and stuff. I just really liked how expressive everything was. There we go. Feels weird to get trophies while playing Spyro. Oop. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Crap. I think the purple goo is always instant death. Water is just like hurts you. He's back alive somehow, but I already... Oh, I do have to fight him because the bridge is not there. Okay. One spicy booty coming up. Alright. Oh, right. Oh, come on. I was just talking about how the bosses are super easy. I'm having trouble with completely obvious telegraphed patterns. Here we go. Get out of here. Alright. Man, I really like that eclipse. That is nice. I really don't remember that being in there originally. But it might have been. Sorry for the heating noise, by the way. But it freaking snowed today. I mean, it is mid-November. It's not the earliest snow I've ever seen. It snowed in October, very briefly. But that was like, no. You're not allowed to do that. It feels like there should be another level, isn't there? Night Flight. I think I already did that one. Guidebook. Night Flight, Cliff Town. Is there something over here, maybe? I could swear there's another one. Is there a level in here? I don't remember. Uh-oh. Crap. Spyro is not good at swimming in goo. I'm not sure I've ever seen another game where dragons are specifically, like, unable to swim in water, but I guess it makes sense when you're, like, a fire creature, basically. Whoa. That, like, audio. It, like, echoes because of the, like, cliff, kind of. Yeah, see, this is another one of those jumps. I feel this was easy. And it's, like, almost very precise now. No, there's no level there. Is there only 4 levels in Peacekeepers? That doesn't sound right. Yeah, we get lots of, they call it wintry mix. Rain and snow. It's gross. Cliff Town. Is that really it? Maybe it is. Alright. I think I skipped a few levels of Magic Crafters too. Hop on, Douglas. You grilled my sheep? You grilled my sheep? We need 50 dragons, which is a lot. Oh, I didn't get you yet? Oh, right, because he does that. You need to get him from a different angle. Hey, buddy. I also really like the, again, to compare it to Mario 64, I really liked how the overworld had, like, a lot more going on. I already appreciated that you, like, there was a few stars and stuff to get in the overworld in Mario 64. Alpine Ridge, I think I went there. Yeah. Oh, I think I only missed, like, one level. I guess I gotta do a lot of beast keepers. Get down here, kid. Alright. I will say, these guys, it's a little bit less obvious who you gotta flame. Because the old graphics were really obvious, where this is a little bit more subtle. Stop that. But yeah, the enemies and stuff that would laugh at you and stuff. Just, I really like the animation in this. Might be the Courage episode where the water dragon thought it was a flying dragon. Huh. I only saw Courage a few times. It seemed like a good show. I just only ever saw it. I never had cable as a kid, so I only saw it at, like, friends' houses very sporadically. There's usually that or Dragon Ball Z that they would have on. High K's. Yeah, I did that. No, I did a lot more of this than I thought then. Still pretty sure there's at least one level I missed. Crystal Flight. Did that. Blowhard. Is that everything? Maybe I did do this all. Oh, Wizard Peak. There we go. Just not taunt dragons if you're crunchy and good with ketchup. I don't think, you know, mocking the dragons is a particularly wise choice on their behalf, but I guess everyone else got turned into crystal already. I'm not entirely sure what makes Spyro immune to such crystallization, but did anyone play the, like, weird Spyro games, by the way? Like, there was one for DS that was really bad. The Game Boy Advance ones were kind of, they were surprisingly alright for a game that had no reason to work on this game just looks so good. It had no reason to work as well as it did on Game Boy. It was a different kind of thing, but they were alright. They had some dumb mini games, but it was like an isometric perspective, and it kind of worked. I mean, they definitely weren't as good. And there was some different quality. I think the first one, actually I don't remember. I played them like out of order. I do remember some discrepancy in the quality between them. But the DS one was really bad. The DS one made no sense, and it was like, it was just a bunch of fetch quests, and it did not have any particular, like, there was combat systems, and like, it didn't really have any of the go around and just like explore big open levels things. It was like, it kind of tried to be like an RPG, and it was just weird. It was really not obvious about how to do things. Cryo Spash, the Cryo and Spash, my favorite Blade Station mascots. The Spyro Crash crossover game sucked. I never played those, actually. I never even played Crash Team Racing, actually. Oh, I love that, the reflection of the water caustics. That's neat. Oh, back to where we started. Who's your favorite, chat? Cryo or Spash? I'm a big fan of Cryo myself. I think Spash is a little bit too difficult. There were minigame compilations. I guess that's the usual crossover.
To Wizard Peak. This is my favorite supercharged spot. Use visit to bash those wizards.
Bash the spash. Alright. Gotta make these boys all spicy first. Is this... There we go here. Yes. Poorly done, overly repeated minigames. There's actually there's even a Sonic, I don't think anyone remembers this. There's a Sonic Mario Party game, which I think was kind of alright. I didn't get much opportunity to play it much, because like, people just wanted to play Mario Party, right? But I had it for Dreamcast. I have a weird like, Dreamcast was a weird console for me, because like, I know it was a good console with good games, but at the time, I didn't know of anything of Sega other than Sonic. And I didn't get any game magazines that weren't for Nintendo, so I had no idea which games on it were good. This was ill-advised. So I had no idea what to get on it, so I just really didn't get many games for it. And then I got the PS2, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I got a single Dreamcast game ever again after I got my PS2. So it was a good console that I really did not appreciate in its time. I mean, I did really enjoy both Sonic Adventures, and that was kind of mostly it. But I always wanted to get some people together and do the play like a proper game of that Sonic Mario Party thing. Was it good? Am I just like remembering bad? Like, it's entirely possible. Was that any good? Did anybody else actually play that? Oh, here we go. That's how you do it. Okay. Hi, Parker. Passive +1 to ambient video game difficulty. That's Parker's passive skill. +1 difficulty to all aspects of life. Fuck that. See, I know these guys are supposed to be charged, but they just don't look. I kind of want the like excessive shininess of the old enemies. It was just really clear. Did you already have update Tap Tap Fish? There's apparently an update in Abyssrium, and it said it updated for me, but it did not. So I don't know what's in it. I also thought it was really neat to be able to just leave levels.
There's a secret area in the artisan's home world near the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
I already got it.
Home world? Waterfall. Sounds good.
I really like the like fancy boy horns that a lot of the dragons here have. Easiest thief ever. What do I need to do? Oh, hey, another dragon.
Well done, Spyro. Thank you for releasing me.
Do we ever see another like kid dragon in these games? I don't think you do. At least not in the main, in the original trilogy. I don't recall that ever being a thing. Just everybody's adult, except for there's Babby, there's Eggs, there's Spyro, and there's like fully grown adult dragons. Not that Spyro really needs like an edgy shadow alternate Spyro, but it's kind of funny. There we go. It's nice to be able to stream and not have problems. I mean, I'm already at a lower bitrate than I would like to be, but this actually works. It's still definitely like time related. Like anything after 5 o'clock seems extra crappy. I'm missing something. know what? I only wait. Where's the? Oh, there's something over here. Oops. How'd we get up there? There's definitely some place where you gotta quickly stop a charge. I was a little bit skeptical of some of the changes, like graphics-wise. I think it all works really well when you just see it all together. There's the stuff. But where do I get to it? Yes, I know I'm doomed. Probably another charge cliff. Come on. Alright. Ow. Alright, so that's the cliff. How do I... How... Wait, can you just like jump off this thing? Oh, duh. Simple enough. And there's the egg. I do think I missed. Hey, buddy. Not a good hiding spot, huh? I do think I missed one enemy. Yeah, there was that wizard. He's a fiend and a wizard. Stop him. I don't know how to get that. Oh. Missed that guy too somehow. This? He's up there. Shit. I feel like it might be the charge. Ah! Yeah, it is. Okay. I wasn't sure if you could make that or not because there was no ramp, but I think you can. What? What? Come on. Okay. I feel like I get on these ledges that are like just a pixel away. I feel like that happens a lot more in this than it used to. Come on. I'm doing this right? Oh, come on. That's gotta be what you do. Maybe if I gotta jump from that other ledge? That doesn't seem right. Fuck. Ah! I was gonna loop around in here and then go back and then jump over there, and I'm sure I could get up that way. Alright, let's do this one more time. Ah, it's a really tight window to get into, literally. Like, it's more of a door than a window, but close enough. I don't think that's the way you're supposed to do it, but it would make it easier if I could get up there first. That was weird. Ugh, okay. Oh, come. There's got to be some easier way to do this, right? Seems not correct. No. Fuck. They can't possibly expect you to go through like that, right? That just seems so screwy. I definitely do not recall having this degree of trouble. Oh, come on, water? Ah. Okay, not worth it. Not worth it. I don't know why that's not working. That does not feel like that should be as hard as I'm probably just making it for myself, but I don't know. Whoop! Let's go. My people need me. Glad to help you feel a little bit better, Andrews. Hope you feel like less sick. I've been sneezy, and it's just I think it's just allergy stuff. See, this is the quality content you're missing. Parker's here, curled up on my desk, and I'm petting his little feet. Did I go in here? So once we get Parker cam, you can see the beans, the high quality toe beans that you're missing. Is that for this? No, that's a charge thing. Okay. Sad thing is, I don't know if I need any more gems. I mean, obviously, eventually you need to 100%, but I just kind of want to upgrade or unlock the last world right now. He's doing that thing where he's got his paw over his face. Turn out the lights. Oops. Salvaged. Salvaged. Now where's that? Where's that key chest? Rude. No. Must be earlier in the level. You can pretty much always see the chest before the key. See that feeling of how do we get that? So I bet it's somewhere around here. Oh, hey, you. Oh, come on. What do you... I don't remember the trick to get that guy. Oop. Nope. Spyro, please. Damn it. How old's Parker? He's about 6, 7. Hello, friends. Jerk. There's something you gotta do to get into the other side of that cave or something. Always like the little dance thing Sparks does when chasing the little butterflies around. Where is this stupid chest? Probably some way to get into that chest or into that cave, and that's probably where the other thing is. Wasn't there a sparkle over here?
Need a lift?
Need a lift? I feel like I shouldn't be missing these things. Are you seeing the demons, Parker? As a cat, sometimes he sees the demons. Well, let's just get the dragons and beast tamers or whatever it's called, beast makers. They make the beasts? Huh. Really looking forward to Spyro 2. I kind of want to play them in order for obvious reasons, but I really like the extra stuff that Spyro 2 got. I think Spyro 3 got a little bit too much with the mini games. It was still really good though. The like semi first person shooter levels in particular were very hard to play on an original PlayStation. But at least this had analog controls. Always bugged the crap. I know that it launched without analog controls, but still, I really did not like when games like that should have had analog controls did not have them. Which I guess is part of why I'm not as big of a fan of Crash as I could be. I don't believe Crash had analog. Which is really just a factor of like when it came out, but yeah. It's still weird. I got my PS1 after the analog sticks were like standard. So it's weird to me still to think of games on PS1. It's weird to me to think of any kind of 3D game that's just like, yeah, we use a D-pad only. The weird thing is the original non-analog stick PlayStation 1 thing was originally like, quote-unquote, Aurora Borealis was originally designed for 3D apparently. The triangle button was supposed to be like the camera button, I think, or something, and the other buttons were things. Let's look at this. Oh, they did great stuff with the skies. The skies were pretty plain in the original for, you know, it was a PS1 game, but they do really great stuff. Honestly, never would have thought to put like no skydiving. You know, auroras in like swampland. But hey, it's really cool. It's snowing. Yeah, it snowed here too. Fortunately, I don't have to go out, so I'm just staying in here and avoiding the snow. Rude. What's this called, by the way? The like shelves of swampiness. Like I know rice fields are often like put on that kind of. Uh-oh, that's bad. Oh yeah, steppes, right? I don't think they're usually actually swampy like that, but I think steppe is what it's called when there's like little layered outcroppings. Hey, Marwan. Parker's shaking my desk, scratching himself. No, that's fine, Parker. I didn't need to see the right 40% of my screen. It's fine. This is, you know, it's making it easier. Thank you, yes. I also like the dumb little things like the enemies shooting at the chickens and stuff. Just little things to give it more life like that. I love that in games. And the enemies, like, having proper idle animations and, like, screwing around. They feel like they're supposed to be here instead of just, oh, we need to put something here to stop the player, so they'll just be like, you know, a Goomba. What do you think? What do Goombas doing? They can't do anything. What goes through their mind? They're incapable of anything at all. They're just there. What a sad existence. Beautiful faces. I can already feel Parker starting to bug my allergies. And my ability to see half the screen. I'm gonna miss things just because Parker is in the way. I already know it. And these levels are a lot smaller than they felt like, and they're really dense. There's a lot of stuff in them.
Watch out, Spyro. The Norks in these pods have discovered the power of electricity, and it really stings.
Okay, buddy. All of these guys just constantly electrocute themselves. You get charged for that. Ow, rude. I think these also just used to be like boring metal plates or something. They're like mystic runes now. Am I missing something? Uh-oh. Shit. Same.
Good job, Spyro. One day you'll be able to tell all the dragons about your amazing adventures.
Okay.
Sure, but what I'd really like to do is get out of this swamp.
Okay, it looks like MediaCom is happening pretty bad, so we might be ending the stream about here at this rate. If you can even hear me. Yeah, so MediaCom is already hitting hard earlier than usual, but it's pretty inconsistent in general. I think let's finish up this one level, because I don't think this game really plays, like, looks good at 1 megabit. So, and I don't really feel like messing with MediaCom and being constantly frustrated. I like the little no skydiving thing. I guess the intent is we're in a swamp, so everyone's from New Orleans. Because that's the only place located in a swamp. I think the voices are different. Like, I don't think... Some of the earlier voices, they did, like, very similar to the original. I don't remember them having, like, New Orleans accent, though, in this particular area. There we go. Parker does this thing where he like licks his fluff and then he gets fluff in mouth. He's like, bleh, bleh, why is there fluff in my mouth? It's like, you were licking it. You put it there. What do you mean, why is it there? I wish that was weird those big guys never got, like, shocked. I guess they're wearing, like, rubber boots. Yeah, Mediacom is... Mediacoming it up. As they usually do. Skill point acquired. What does that mean? I got that a couple times, but... What does it mean, skill point acquired? Skill points. Oh! Burn the hidden pink tulip. All bulls stuck. Peacekeepers. Oh, neat. It's like the Ratchet and Clank thing that gives you, like... Shock. Perfect. Huh. No electric floor damage. Collect skill points to unlock parts 1 and 2 of the art gallery. Oh, neat. Yeah, this was not in the original game. That's neat. I saw that pop up a couple times and I'm like, what is that? Oh, no, give. Give. Wait, how do I... get up there? Yeah, I think I'll just finish this level up here. Just because a certain cat is affecting my allergies pretty strongly now. What? I'm missing something pretty major on this level, though. Is there like a flame charge? Oh! Oh! Were those... Is that how this level worked? Those are a lot harder to see. At least in this area. We played Secret Agent Clank. That's the PSP one, right? I haven't played that. I've played Size Matters. I've played the remake. Ratchet Clank PS4. I've played the third one on PS3. Or not third. The played Into the Nexus. I played a weird mismatch of them. But no, I haven't played Secret Agent Clank. I haven't played the second one, Up Your Arsenal, I think. I haven't played Up Your Arsenal or Going Commando. I think I do have them on PS3. I have the, like, set. I just haven't gone back and played it completely. Oh, here we go. When did that get there? Oh, no, I've been here. I just didn't think to go over here. I think there is a little bit of a correction. If you, like, hit the ledge, maybe that's why I'm, like, missing edges. Oh, here we go. Crap. Okay, I see what I gotta do now. Oop! Shoot. Not good. I guess it doesn't look quite as bad as I feared for 1 megabit, but it doesn't look good. I mean, it's gonna get eventually. It always gets worse over time, so I'm just gonna tap out after this level. Alright. I just know that I can get this stuff. Go up here. I just love the added details are really nice. A lot of this geometry was fairly simple before. Well, not fairly, extremely simple. So they just kind of went wild with it. While keeping with the original mood and stuff too. The really good example of adding details without changing too much in any kind of negative way. Okay, so there's that, but what about that one? Oh, here we go. I feel like these are a little harder to see. These were very blatant in the original. Alright, that should be 100%. I like how the auto mod automatically... Oh no! 5. No, not 5. Oh, come on. I can't leave with 5 left. I like how the auto mod auto hid something because it has the word follow in it. And it does that for a reason, obviously. The follow for follow and sub for sub and stuff. You can get banned from YouTube for doing that, by the way. Don't. Sub for sub is not allowed and, you know, very discouraged. And to some degree, automatically reversed. And then sub for sub is pointless, by the way. Oh, there we go. Sub for sub is pointless because if people subscribe to you but never watch your stuff, it doesn't really matter as far as YouTube's algorithms and stuff. Like, maybe if you've got like 10,000 followers, it would matter a little. But if you have like 11 subscribers and you go from 11 to 12 and that person never watches your videos, that doesn't matter at all. It's not helping you. Oh wait, I keep forgetting I don't have to finish the level. And I kind of like that because you could just go into a level, get the one thing you're missing, and pop out. Hey, making. All right, since Mediacom is being a pain in the butt, and because Parker is giving me like an allergy attack, I think I'm gonna end it here. Let's see if we can. Let me see how many dragons we need. If we're super close, I'll unlock the next world, which I forget the name of. No, we need 5 more. I think we need, yeah, we need 50, so that'd be like another full level, and Mediacom's already crapping out, so. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been fun. I wish, Mediacom's coming tomorrow to look at stuff. Hopefully things get fixed, but they never do, so not really holding out a lot of hope, but we'll see. Anyway, good night, everybody. Or, good day. I'm so used to streaming at night that I'm like, good night, and it's like, oh, it's 1 o'clock. But it's okay to go to bed at 1 o'clock. It's Saturday. You can do it. You can do whatever you want. You can do anything you want. You can make a little tree in the corner if you want. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for interrupting and ruining everything, Parker. Yes. Thank you. Parker, I can't stop the stream with you. Okay, there we go. Thanks.